I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence!
Who could do this?
Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all? Shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis. A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Hey guys, welcome to Metaphor ReFantazio. Wow, that was a long intro. Shame I couldn't interact with it, but it definitely does set a tone and the theme of what this game could potentially be. I'm playing this game very early because there has been a lot of demand, and a part that I was also very interested about this game with obviously its new mechanics compared to Persona. And the director himself of the 3 Persona games did this game alongside, the rest of Atlas. And I am very, very excited for me to get into it. So, yeah, guys. I got nothing else to say. The soundtrack, Meguro, absolutely. I can't wait to hear his composure in this game. For what I've heard, obviously now, including the battle theme that got out because of the demo, the prologue demo, which I didn't get to play first of all because I wanted to wait for the game. So we going full on new new game here. So that's one thing. But I cannot wait to hear the soundtrack because the soundtrack is absolutely amazing. Meguro, you've done an absolute good work, and yeah, very excited. Now, by the looks of it, what I've seen is it's sort of really like Persona. It has that Persona touch into it, but it has like its own interpretation, like its own thing. So very, very, very excited. So yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get right into it because the intro definitely was indeed long. So it seems that it has a royal theme into this, and I guess inner problem to dethrone some stuff. That's what I got from the introduction cutscene. Kind of interesting. I don't think many games actually does that. Normally, they, puts you in the main menu, but this time it's just literally, cutscene here. So yeah, yeah. Let's press new game. Does it have any difficulty though? No, okay. We're jumping right straight in. So obviously I've been, touch upon things what I should do. I got help. If any case I get stuck, I got some help. That's no biggie.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight.
So wait, is this an isekai? I'm seeing, the whole traffic, modern society, and I'm like, wait, are we getting isekai'd here? Okay. There's one thing I'm actually very, very excited about to give voiceovers to the characters. If there are moments I need, give voice. In terms of royalty themed games, like, the kingdoms and that kind of stuff, I love doing the, the more, I guess, subtle and more formal speeches and dialogue. I'll definitely will be having so much fun doing that. So I'm very excited to do that. So I feel like this game's gonna be a lot more fun. All right. I don't know.
Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. One who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Alright, so I guess we import our name. I'm not sure how we're gonna name ourselves. Phantom. Do I have enough room? Who are you? Who shall guide the protagonist? Me. Most likely gonna do that. Is this like a second name? Your name is indeed. Yes.
Ah, a most unusual name. One I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy. But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Is fantasy limited to confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation? No. I would say not always.
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come. And thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself. So, let this tale begin.
Awesome. Ah, there we go. So we have Regenocide, a risk high reward, a high risk high reward mode for only battle hardened players. Oh, so we're having this like Persona 3 reload, aren't we? So he says this difficulty can be changed later on. I'm just gonna select. Most likely that's what's gonna be the case. Like, if I get to choose this, I can't lower it or anything. You cannot set it this. Oh. Wait, why? Okay, so I'll definitely change to normal to see how we go on from there. I wanted to investigate, but is it gonna be like once I beat the game I get to unlock it? Oh, look what we have here.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead? Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No
Blimey. Sorry. Blimey.
I've certainly been hearing the stories. To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Oh boy.
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners! No crown or church will save us!
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
Very exciting.
How'd they get rid of those?
Come on, hey, keep it moving! Hurry it up! Next one! Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder.
Elder?
So he is. No horns, no knife is. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
You're not letting go of the book.
Hold it!
Damn.
Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line. That's want to get stuck like us.
Already love this character.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
Who's the voice actor of the main protagonist? I feel like I've heard that scream before. Memorat.
This place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis saving us?
I mean, not to say anything, but don't you see I'm just dead ass lying in the ground? And you go like, it's that kind of stuff. I'm definitely gonna literally give her that voice. So what's memorandum? Magic. Oh, so it's like a dictionary for certain words we don't understand. Sanctism, a monotheistic religion devoted to the worship of the one God, the Almighty. The religion of majority across the United Kingdoms, its sanctors preach that during the prayer closerie, with one's whole heart will reach God, bringing salvation. It is the state religion, and the sanctist hierarchy is deeply intertwined with the kingdom's politics. According the crown theocracy is at the heart of the kingdom's political affairs. Huh. I mean, that's good. At least we get to know what these are. A tool that acts as a conduit for magic power, without which people cannot perform magic. Oh. To own or use them, one must obtain a permit from the kingdom by passing a test, with some exceptions, such as those serving in the state army. Igniters can be costly depending on power and specifications, and purchasing them is akin to buying land or housing. Oh, damn. Okay. Understandable. But how much would costing the housing? how much are we talking about? Gauntlet Runner. Often called runners, a shorthand, a general term for magic powered semi-automated vehicles designed for traversing the wastelands and either overcoming or circumventing local wildlife threats and magical phenomena. Traveling the wilds on foot or even in a lightly armed carriage has historically been incredibly dangerous, making any long-distance trips a life-threatening risk. Huh. Is there more to this? Oh, there are more to it. Okay, let's go back here then. Okay, that's just one. Okay, igniters. The expense is so great, buying more than one igniter would be difficult, even the entire lifetime income of the average commoner. In order to prevent accidents and crime, the Crown Theocracy and the Magic Association have exclusive production rights of igniters. Unauthorized production is considered a serious offense. The time needed to cast magic depends on the user's skill, but can also be slightly impacted by the capabilities of the igniter itself. While using an igniter while sedentary possesses little problem, activating an igniter while moving is difficult, and it is thus advised to use them cautiously. Okay, they're very expensive as fuck. You can't even use them because, you know, you need to have authorization. Interesting. Okay, so Gauntlet Runner. However, as cities and countries grew, so too did demand for resources, many of which required transport in large quantities. The Gauntlet Runners filled the niche of an armed, sturdy vehicle that could help with transport and land development. There are smaller runners, roughly the size of an armed carriage with a simple deck addition, but it's more common to see models that walk on legs, with an internal living area comparable to a modest house. Legs are more common in their design than wheels, partly because of their versatility on all manner of difficult terrain, but more so because adopting the remains and skeletons of large monsters as is more cost effective and stronger than artificially creating all the components necessary. Oh. Okay. That's interesting to know.
Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
You have the same movement as a pixie from Persona. I'm just saying. Well, he had a more high-pitched voice. I'm gonna give him more like this. What mission? Are you all right?
Are you all right?
Oh, voice acting.
You're about the same. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Okay, are we getting straight into it? Tradia Desert. Any new ones? Okay, Gallica. Okay, a fairy who accompanies traveling boy in his journey, doubling as his chaperone of his special mission. Her diminutive size excludes her from participating physically in battles, but her special fairy traits allow her more proficiency than traveling boy. I like how they're referring traveling boy. How we call it traveler, but traveling boy. When it comes to sensing mangla, and knowing magic, though she can become heated when her personal values are tested, she is a reassuring travel companion. Okay, so what is that? What's Mangla?
Think we'll make it?
Okay, so now we have voice acting. Yay! What do I give her? I mean, she had a normal English voice, so I don't think I mean maybe a sassy. I mean, she had a little sassy into it. I mean, she didn't give a crap about many things. You don't look hurt though, so that's good news. You can move, right? I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. Basic controls, okay. Use left stick to move, like any other game. Hold R2 while moving to dash. Press circle to dodge enemy attacks. Dodge enemy attacks. Some actions you can perform on their corresponding controls are displayed at the bottom of the screen. You can also use the mini-map to see which way to go. Okay. You can view tutorials you've seen before in the main menu. Okay, perfect.
Let's go.
Oh, wow. I like the drawn look. Oh, wow. He has like a rally. He had like a rally. Yeah, like that. Like follow me. Sort of thing. Wait, I'm sensing something close. Don't move. What is that?
Watch out.
Yeah, those look especially dangerous. So watch out. I don't think they've noticed us yet, though. Are we having a tutorial here? Face sight. Okay, that's what she does. Press L2 to use face sight. This ability lets you see what Gallica senses in the environment. When you see an enemy you've never confronted before, it will show up as unknown. Prepare as best you can.
Okay.
I can see I can see a chimera in the distance. That's a lion with a scorpion tail. I don't know what the fuck this worm is. And I'm going to suggest that those are hyenas. Let's go back here. Alright, let's go check memorandum. Anything new here? Okay. Ooh, that's a nice dodge. Oh, Dark Souls. Oh my god.
Hurry.
They're after us. Run. Oh shit.
They found us. Get ready, everyone.
Everyone, we just both. Oh, this is not good. Okay, so funny enough that pause is the actual pause for Atlas. Normally it's like the triangle. Okay, so let's see what we have. What is here? Okay, so we have medicinal herb. That sounds very Resident Evil. The leaf of a plant with medicinal properties. That is definitely something from. I'm joking, but rubbing ointment infused with medicinal herbs. Okay, good to know we have that. Fantasy novel. A novel depicting a fantasy world. The cover is faded and the author is unknown. Touring Assemble. Fine traveling clothes originally worn by nobles made with the dirt-resistant fabric whose texture is cursed to the touch. Blossom garment. Light, sturdy clothes made of woven wildflower petals. The technique behind its creation is secret, known only to fairies. Okay, legacy sword. Slash protagonist only. Oh, okay. A plain-looking but well-made sword given to you on the day you left home. Okay. Oh, but okay, guide. Leader guide. Okay, so guide is like the navigator? A sword used by fairies for self-defense. It is too small for anyone else to wield. Gallica only. Okay, so she does something? I'm not gonna read everything, but good to know. Okay, so I guess our gear has abilities as well, I guess. Accessories. Okay. Just taking a look. So memorandum, so I can't save so far. The story thus far, just in case you don't know where the fuck you're going. Okay, so we can maybe try. Oh, interesting.
I'm right here.
Oh, wait, what?
Come on.
Okay, this is interesting. So we're not getting into the combat yet. Okay. Oh, first of all, I need to heal. I'm pressing triangle like it was Persona. That's gonna be a hard to get used to. It seems that for now exploring ain't gonna be a thing. We getting the fuck away.
Look.
So that's the capital?
Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Refresh my memory. Leave it to me. Refresh my memory.
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, more important than our own lives.
I like how chill he is.
We get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Right.
Okay. It's as thought music is played directly in my mind. The effect of Oh! Oh my god, the soundtrack of this game.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
So you're like my physical MP3 player?
Look.
Okay.
Over there.
That's the road, isn't it? What a relief. Grand Tran is already in sight.
Let's go.
Almost there. Let's keep moving and try to stay out of sight. Oh my god, yes. Okay, so the game actually tells you if there's anything new in the memorandum. Okay, that's something to know. Okay, music and magic. An unusual variety of magic that causes the listener to become aware of their state of mind through the form of sound and music. As it is a modest form of magic with seemingly no utility on the battlefield, it is considered a meaningless, trifling skill in society, and is thus rarely used. Oh. Well, I'm gonna use it. Don't care. Okay, magic. A general term of the technique that consumes power to cause phenomena that bend the laws of nature. It has a wide range of applications, from modest use in daily life to destructive power in war. However, as magic igniters, which require a state permit for ownership and use, are required for people to be able to use magic, many cannot wield magic. Okay. Oh my god, the music is literally on par. This is amazing. Alright, so this is the map. Okay, I see. Hey, that's not the way to Grand Trad. I wanted to explore a bit. You gotta have to know where we have to do what we, you gotta know me first. This is what I do. This is bad. Uh-oh. I gotta say, the 2D animation here is on par.
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic.
Oh, the exploration
is. Of Ukrania. The year is 785. Ukrania is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. story of fantasy. May this faded world be painted anew.
A creator seek a bearer of fantasy empowered. Hear my wish and come forth from thy oh fuck. Give me time to read. Oh, you should have given me the whole sentence. Oh, this game is gonna be heavily 2D. I love this.
Just look.
It's an interesting take on the world build. It does give like a sort of like a Victorian with a king, you know, medieval vibe.
Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead.
Wow. That's a medieval society for you.
The crowd was going to listen to anything a Parapus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
careful!
Hurry.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid. Look, we're not tourists here. Gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only Elder here, in the whole city even.
But what's an Elder? That's what I want to know. Come on, memorandum. Tell me, what is an Elder? They need a clap.
Incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside.
It's like it's like I said. It's a mix of Victorian and medieval. You get what I mean? You have some like Victorian infrastructure, but you also have like medieval customs.
Not that it's very balanced.
I mean, even look at the clothes.
Sounds than anyone else.
Not saying that they had cars back then, but I'm just only saying.
Which means a dopey Elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
We have a clock thing.
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
Oh, what's this?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best, the saint, could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Oh. Okay, it gives us more an insight of our mission here.
Hey, you listening?
Yes.
Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers.
Alright. That's interesting.
So?
Do you know where we're going? I feel free to admit that you're lost and you ask me for advice. What to know in town? Press R1 to open local map. If you're unsure what to do, try pressing triangle. Gallica always has good ideas. Or so she thinks. Okay. Press OK in safe areas like towns to save your progress. Okay, I can do that. Definitely will. A memorandum. We have some more. Oh, we have a lot here. Okay, so Elder Tribe. The 9th tribe, distinct from the commonly known 8 tribes, they are condemned by the Sanctus Church for inheriting a dangerous magic heretical to the teachings of the Church. Their population is so small that to even see one in public is rare, and they face greater discriminations than any other tribe. In fact, many outside the main cities don't believe they exist. Isn't like a sort of racism thing? Each of the 8 tribe possesses unique physical traits, making them recognizable at a glance, such as the Clemmer's horns or the Ryamu's long ears. The Elder tribe, however, bears no such distinguishing feature, and thus are regarded as inferior beings. Oh. We're gonna change that. We're definitely gonna change that. Clemmer tribe. The Clemmer tribe composes the largest population in all the United Kingdoms. Their most distinctive features are the horns, which grow on both sides of their head. Clemmers have a broad diversity of facial and body types, which was essentially made them average. The Eurocronian royal family are Clemmer, and members of this tribe hold a majority of important positions within the government, leading many Clemmers to internalize the belief that they are the kingdom's most preeminent tribe. Oh. Clemmers value freedom and dislike illogical restraint. They enjoy cultivating discussion, but do not always consider the situation or appropriateness of doing so, which occasionally leads to conflict. However, some studies suggest this disposition is what drives them to seek governmental positions and other important offices. Okay, so it's like that prince we saw. Okay, so this one's a very interest this tribe. Ryamu tribe. One of the most populous tribes of the United Kingdoms. Second only to the Clemmer, long pointed ears are their most distinguished feature. They're often boast excellent physiques, which has given them superior martial prowess. Ryamu women are stronger than most men of other tribes. Many inevitably work in the military and often hold key offices. They're considered as influential as the Clemmer, and the two tribes are sometimes called the prevailing tribes. Many pride themselves on outperforming others in strength. While this can be perceived as a self-disciplined competitiveness on the flip side. There are many with belligerent temperament, obsessed with proving superiority in any situation. Okay, that was hard to read for me. There was like what this word is. Okay, so they're like, I guess they're cocky. They're like, it's like more of a, it's like a Chad but for elves. That's what I'm getting at. I like it. Parapus tribe. A tribe recognizable by bestial ears and a tail. There are many variations of their hair and skin colors, including cold-colored skin not seen in other tribes. They are physically adept and often honest with their emotions, giving them a reputation for hedonism, for better or for worse. They are drawn to parties and festivities, and while this happy-go-lucky charm is often to their credit, it can also be seen as recklessness. Due to this stereotype, they are looked down upon by other tribes, which prevents them from securing a foothold in politics, despite being nearly as populous as the Russaint and Clemmer tribes. The discrimination against them is especially obvious in large cities. Oh. So oh my god. I mean, it's a different type of races, so who knows? Prince of Ecronia. Okay, I was already Etronia, but it's Ecronia. The son and the heir to the throne of King Holy Shit. King Holy Shit. King Hythloth Deus V? I'm not sure if I'm saying that name right. King Hythloth. Oh my god, that's really that's a tongue twister. Hythloth. King Hythlo Deus V. Fuck, that's hard to say. More than 10 years ago, a mysterious attack in the royal palace left him afflicted with a deadly curse. The curse took its toll on his body. Though he bravely endured treatment, his recovery was interrupted several years later when he and his closest aides suddenly vanished from the castle without a trace. The king exhausted all possible means to find him, but was utterly unsuccessful. He was formally declared deceased 3 years ago, and a royal funeral was held in his honor. Okay. But we know that there's a chance. Kingdom of Ecronia. A union of allied kingdoms spans the kingdom of Ecronia, the principality of Oceania, and the principality of Montario. Ecronia being the suzerain with its king holding authority over all three kingdoms. The original king, Hythlodeus, was this United Nations first ruler, and is often referred to as the founder king. I'm not sure if they have been said, I don't know, but until the moment I hear the name like sticks out, I would definitely say its name right. The continent is surrounded by fast-running currents, and ships can only set anchor from the southern inland sea, where the otherwise swift currents are less violent. As a result, there have been few invasions from overseas, and the three countries have achieved long histories. The capital of the kingdom is Grand Trad, the largest city in the kingdom, located in north-central Ecronia, the most widespread religion in Sanctism. Established as the state religion under the reign of the most recent monarch, King Hythlodeus V. Okay, now I'm starting to get used to the name until I hear that I completely butchered the name, and I get to correct it later. Royal capital, Grand Trad. The nation's largest city, capital of both Kingdom of Ecronia and the United Kingdoms at large. Also referred to as the royal capital, being the home of the palace and seat of the royal bloodline. Known for its solid ramparts a site which has long been emblematic of the city itself. However, when the massive regolith Grand Cathedral was built, the building's grandeur became the new symbol of Grand Trad. Okay, so that's a little bit history of its infrastructure. So, okay, Sun Lumel Street. Interesting.
Let's go see.
We don't have time for detours right now. If you're lost, check your map. Just go straight down to the main street and you should find the recruitment center.
Whatever will I do?
What's... Oh? Mango accumulator, we are reading... Okay. Oh, the king died? So what? What? That's their citizens right there. Okay, so they... Okay. Okay, so it's like Persona 5. The Mangler Accumulator, we really are in the capital now. So what's a Mangler Accumulator? What's going to happen now that the Majesty's dead? Serene. You didn't believe me. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. A monster was attacking a town and... Come on! If any of that were true, the army would have already been dispatched. Enough with your daft stories. You probably just got spooked by a wild dog and mistook it for a monster. A normal man would have just moved on. Yet here you are, harping on about it. The royal funeral, I hope it doesn't affect, or if it, you know, doesn't pass quickly on the screen. I can actually fucking... Look, it's an elder! Oh dear. The hell's an elder doing here? You're running my buzz. To think His Majesty is no longer with us at such a troubling time. It was rough getting here by carriage. Wish I had a gauntlet runner. Either Sanctifus... Oh, hold on, I want to know that.
An elder?
Elder! You walked all the way here? Don't tell me you ran into some trouble, huh? Oh, hold on. Probably kicked out the carriage, were you? My sympathies. That's being an elder for you, I suppose. Damn! I feel ouch! The royal funeral is drawn. I need to hear this.
What's going on?
His Majesty passed away with no heir?
Well met, eh?
I'm just looking around a bit. I want to discover the world. Worry not, I have Sanctifus Forden on our side.
That's terribly unfair.
Why is there an elder in the sacred capital? May I ask you to step away from the accumulator? That goes double for one of your tribe. What's that? Damn, Elder. I can spare no more of my time entertaining your stupidity. If you have no business here, then be gone. You're getting in the way of my work.
Let's go
Can I
see.
talk to...
That's terribly unfair.
Okay, so that's an accumulator. What was that for? I want to get close.
Huh.
Is this a magic igniter as well? Wonder how it's used. Oh, that's a magic igniter? Funeral, okay. So can I go in here?
Oh.
Seriously, a tavern? Let's not put food before the mission. We can't always come back here. But I'm hungry. We stepped into the town, you know.
Oh, come on, Fish.
It's an elder. Why is one of your kind here in Grand Trad? What's wrong with me being here? Isn't it obvious? The church has made it clear. The elder wields devilish magic that defies the teachings of sanctism. Devilish magic, she says. If you were so magical, I doubt you'd have it so hard in life. She's aggravating, but let's not cause a scene. Okay. I hope Count Louis gets control of... Okay. I wish I get to hear that. Okay, there's a chat here. We're not going to war, are we? Count Louis isn't even in Grand Trad. Oh. As long as Sanctivus Forden is alive and well, there shouldn't be any problems.
So you?
An elder, huh? An wait, what voice should I give you? Obviously, having a sprite on the screen, you're an important character, and as far as I can tell, you are a playable character in the future. So, an elder, huh? Pretty unusual in these parts. Oh, not trying to be rude. Just mind yourself. The city ain't the friendliest to us inferiors. Does that bother you? I'm fine. Parapus tribe or not, I can knock those fools 6 ways from Idle's Day.
Let's go see.
I want to keep talking to you. What? Country noble.
Simply amazing.
Look over there, you can see the royal palace. No, wait, that's not right. That's where the Grand Cathedral is. At least I assume so, since it's off the main street.
And what is it?
Seems to me sanctism is the really privileged thing around here. Even more so than the monarchy. Alright, so we have, I guess, the accessory shop. So this shop sells igniters. One of those sure would come in handy. Too bad we can't afford it. Soon enough we will. Are we gonna get drawn?
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
I want one. Not interested. What's a magic igniter? We already kind of know that, so. Now I want one
for myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag.
Okay, fine. Don't worry, we're gonna change that.
Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic.
Can you use magic? I mean, she's a fae. Normally they're magic themselves, so.
Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Okay, so you do use magic, okay. I mean, yeah, she practically did use magic on us.
Wonders never cease.
Oh my.
And an Elden child. Are you new to our fair city?
Hi. Yes, we are indeed.
Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter?
I'm interested.
Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
The royal scepter? No thanks. How much? The royal scepter.
The royal scepter?
He has a very subtle voice to be a protagonist. I guess I'm used to you know, deep voice protagonists or a more enthusiastic. This is more like me. This is just like this. So I think I'm just gonna give the main protagonist just my regular voice.
You've really never heard of it. Wow. Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty, passed down through generations.
I'm loving
If
this
you
game.
believe the legends, it houses incredible magic, world-shattering power. More
Okay.
practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Huh.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king.
Unless
You
I
picked a
use
bad
it.
time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind. I don't want to. I won't be staying long. I'll keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind.
A word of caution then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Oh my god, she's sassy. Damn.
We need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Alright, let's go there.
Let's head there.
Okay, so we have more memorandums. Royal Magic, Royal Scepter, manga. Finally! A technical term for magic power that serves as the basis for magic. There are varying amounts in all things found in nature, including people, plants, and animals. Because mangla sometimes crystallize in areas of high concentration, some scholars theorize that mangla may be physical particles too small to be seen with the naked eye. Oh! Okay. Huh. Alright, Royal Scepter. Wait, is there more? Okay, no. Let me see. Royal Scepter. An ornate cane-like scepter passed down through generations of the Ukrainian royal family. Proof of the right to rule. A magical instrument of extraordinary capabilities, powerful enough to induce natural disasters. It can only be wielded by the king and the properly termed royal magic. A command serves both as a pillar of the king's authority and a deterrent to war. Consequently, any king of Ukrainia must be well versed in magic, and the boon of royal lineage is not enough to ensure succession to the throne. Historically, there have been many cases where an offshoot member of a prince's family has become king, when the bloodline's most direct inheritor was judged not to have enough magical aptitude to truly wield the royal scepter. Huh. The royal magic. A powerful magic passed down through generations of Ukrainian kings, invoked through a unique magic igniter called the royal scepter. It has tremendous power that can bring about anything that the king desires. There are several records of its use in the long history of the kingdom, be it for revolutionary or oppressive aims, but each is described as a cataclysmic disaster. It continues to represent a strong, determined power to the royal family and the kingdom. Huh. I'm liking the memorandum here to get to know a little bit about the world. Of course it's Clemmer. Of course it's Lewis. Huh. I joined the army because I looked up to Lord Lewis, but now I get my arse handed to me if I so much as mentioned it. What's the state army going to do now? We won't find any decent recruits given the messy state of things currently. Okay.
You are.
Oh, the recruitment place. Go down this street towards the cathedral and it'll be the building on the left. You're looking to enlist as a soldier? Not like there's other work for elders, I guess. Don't make assumptions. Oh, you think you're better than the grime of Sunshade Row you crawled out of? You're in for a rude awakening, boy. Damn. So the royal funeral should take place. Oh. What's this? I wish to hear what that guy said. I guess if I just... The new Ignite in architectural designs is truly most advanced city in all kingdom.
What am I to do?
Okay, so who's talking who? Dapper Noble. Nobody expects His Majesty passing. There's no heir either. A Sanctism Church had him wrapped around the finger. He was good as dead to begin with. My concern is how the annexed countries will react when they discover the royal bloodline is no more. I hope we can avoid a civil war. That is an interesting thought. So I'm pretty sure this is the place where we need to be. I'm just checking around a bit. The royal funeral of His Majesty the King will be held at the Grand Cathedral. Naturally, His Eminence Forden will be in attendance as well. You may gather at the Grand Cathedral on the day of the event. We're nothing to fear. All we do... God damn it. Close your eye. Let us pray. Oh, they do talk? I'm just trying to read them. It is a beautiful church, but now it's not a great time to pray. Close your eye. Let us pray for His late Majesty. Alright, let's go this way, I guess. Leave it out, mate. So I'm being judged on. I was hoping that we blend in with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an elder, but the people here have sharper eyes than I thought. We don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall. Right. Easier said than done, I'm sure, but for the sake of the mission. And on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be just ahead. Forden's old and Lois is stronger, so... Recruitment center people, Forden. Estivum Forden, the 78th Sanctifex of the Sanctus Church, the state religion of the United Kingdom. He holds the highest authority within Sanctism, and, as such, he's the leader of the Crown Theocracy. Despite hailing from the rogue tribe, rather than the more common Clemmer or Rusaint tribes, he enjoys a broad base of support. In the turmoil following the sudden death of the previous king, many view him as something of an interim king, given his position as the leader of the moderate faction. I feel like he's gonna be a baddie. I mean, bad guy. Sorry. Recruitment center. A center located in every city for people to apply to join the army. For those without family or means, volunteering is one of the quickest ways to earn money and social credibility. Recruitment is not always open, but concerns about public safety due to the sudden death of the king, as well as monster outbreaks in the area, has led to an unusual long recruitment period in the royal capital. Or, as many of us could particularly say, the guild. With the death of His Majesty, the royal bloodline's completely... Well... Let's go see. Let's go back to looking for the recruitment center. It seems the royal funeral will be held here at the Grand Cathedral. Things felt better when the Lord Louis was still central in the army. When I heard that His Majesty has been killed, I could hardly believe my ears. But he was a man indifferent to festivities. His death will not cause any disruptions. As long as we have His Eminence Sanctifex Forden, this country will be safe. Alright, let's see what we have around here. I could just look around here.
Alright then.
Oh, so what's... Who are they? They got wings! Rumor has it Forden will become the next king, but the decision is ways off yet. It's the duty of all Ishkia to guide the ignorant masses. I agree, there's no future with more dismal than having a rogue as ruler.
That's wrong, though.
Where are you going? That's not the way to the recruitment center. Ah, let me explore. Come on. Let me explore the world, for God's sake. I don't care if they spit at me or insult me. I just want to learn. I don't know. I know shit about an elder. What are you here? Shut it. Let me explore. Let me learn.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward.
And what about you?
Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock them dead.
Literally, or...
okay. You got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here?
Okay.
Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Like, I have the same race, but even themselves treat them shit. Why this world treat everybody themselves like everybody's treat themselves horribly?
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
I'm just so bored. I'm just so bored. I need the money. I just want to fight. I want to fight for change. I'm just bored.
I just want to kill some time.
I don't think being bored or killing some time will recruit me.
And a little kingdom-sponsored bloodshed will spice up your life, eh? I know your type. I suppose this work attracts degenerates.
Oh, come on.
Are you crazy?
So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
I'm stronger than I look. I got a sharp mind. I can take a lot of punishment. I'm small but quick. I've always been lucky.
I've always been pretty lucky.
I asked for your skills, boy. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
Sorry. Please enter the name of this story protagonist. Well, myself. Yes.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission.
Oh, so we have an igniter now.
Up to next.
What a long line. I guess we got no choice but to wait our turn. Okay. What do we have here? So we got this guy. They said tribe don't matter in the army, but they'll probably put me up front as a meat shield. Now that I can find better work. Wish I could serve Count Louis. His army's built on merit, so even a parapet stands a chance.
What's the world coming to?
Blast it! I came to enlist cause I heard you can make a quick reeve here. But they really make you work alongside creepy elder. A parapet can deal with, but elder, right? Alright, ominous. Where you heard that? God's own scriptures. There's where. Guess you can't expect an elder to know shite. Let me say that what he let him say what he wants. Fighting someone like him would just be a waste of energy. Right. Whoa. You're enlisting as well. The line starts behind me. If so, or was there something you needed? Are you really a noble? I take it you overheard my interview. Yes, guilty as charged. I am a noble, but just a countryside son of a lord. My family is of no real consequence. Well, let's just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom, foolish or not. Wait, what? Can't even spell your name, bloody parapet. That captain seems a little like a jerk, but it's for the sake of the mission. We have to put up with him for a while. Eavesdropping won't get us anywhere. Let's hurry and get in line. I wish I could see. Who's he talking to? Okay, so he's just talking to a regular. Okay. Well, I gotta be in the same line as Parapet. I'm just checking around. There's a lot of doors, but I'm not sure.
Let's hurry. Let's hurry.
Well, that wasn't too much trouble. Now with it, we better get in line though, or they'll start to suspect something.
Whatever.
I might have been mad. You're so young. Are you enlisting too? Well, not much choice if you don't have money or job. Reeve makes the world go round, as it were. You want a magic igniter? Join the queue. Cutting's only gonna get you chewed out. So where do I get my money? Join the queue. So there's a calendar system here as well.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What do they call them? It's something like,
Next.
Quest giver. A quartermaster, sorry.
Wait. No. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An elder. It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Wasted good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
brute force and crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it?
Clamar, okay.
You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousseau's strength?
Can I listen now?
You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousseau's strength?
Rousseau, okay.
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Thanks,
Sorry
pal.
for making a scene. You all right?
Thanks. That was terrifying. I just have to simple things.
You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
I try not to.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter.
Cinder igniter.
These days, most come with their own magma crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
The thing around his neck is apparently a magic igniter. The captain I spoke with earlier had one too. It must take on many different forms, like I saw on the main street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Royal Capital Vicinity Map.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen,
nice.
striplings. My name is Captain Klinger, and as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Alright. So we got nighttime.
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow.
Well.
Hey. You awake?
Morning already? Yeah. No, I'm saying. No, I'm asleep. No, I'm asleep.
Good night.
Haha, very funny. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
It never gets easier. That's just how it is.
Just how it is.
Well, I don't think that should be how it is. Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
Oh. That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but still. The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
What book? Can it wait? Sure.
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw.
Thanks!
In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination.
Who the fuck wrote this? This is like literally we're playing a game that has a book about us.
Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there
You'll be
is no
surprised.
need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these Emotionally satisfied people, it reads. All lives are equal. Whoa. No magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own? Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.
Just tired, okay? Leave me be. Record the events thus far? Yes. I guess it's record, which is saving. Do we have a calendar? A Boar's Day. Our Boar's Day. Oh.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero? One who can lead. A beacon who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost. My father taught me that. In his stories, the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
Huh. So he's been having this for a while.
I won't give up either. Trust me.
It is cool.
Until arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.
Metals Day.
See.
No, this is cool. I wonder how far we come. Let's find our destination, the northern border fort. World map. You can view information about your surroundings on the world map. Use left stick to highlight the location you want to learn about, and then press X.
Hold on.
Grand Trad, capital of Cornelia, citizens of every class and social status reside here, where their spheres of life are clearly divided by numerous districts. Wow, this map is like, this is big. And there seems to be like a unique language as well.
This place here.
Northern Border Fort, a fortress built to defend the Grand Trad during the Annex War. After long disused, it is now manned due to frequent monster sightings.
Hey, don't forget.
The Northern Border Fort, this is where our contact should be, and so hopefully we find him quickly. Let me look at the map again.
Right? Let's see.
There's armies who are rerouted.
Let's see here.
Oh, it's just past it. Okay.
Hey, don't forget.
Let's go there.
Okay then.
All we can do for now is rest. We have a big day tomorrow.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination.
Idle's Day. Okay.
The Northern Border Fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance to the royal capital and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Alright. So, battle tutorial here.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time.
Okay, so we have some more memorandum. Fantasy novel. The book we carries with him, with us. It is a memoir-style novel depicting a country with neither magic nor a notion of tribes, where people are not discriminated by birth. Quite literally, a fantasy world. It was designated as a forbidden text by the Sanctus Church 10 years prior, and most copies are thought to have been burned, making it hard to come by in present day. It is as well bound book that would be unusual for a commoner to own. Okay. That's interesting. Let's see. History. Northern Border Fort. A defensive fort on the northern edge of Acronian territory. Also bordering the country of Oceania to the west. Built before the kingdom's unification, this old stronghold has outlived its political and strategic relevance, and is most often used as a training ground for the new soldiers. Okay, Magla Crystal. A crystallized cluster of magla that forms naturally in places where high concentrations are left to fester, though scholars have recently developed methods to create them artificially. The color of the crystals depends on the formation process and its impurities. High purity natural crystals are indispensable in producing high performance igniters. As a result, some value them higher than gems and precious metals. Areas where crystals are abundant are often claimed in the name of the crown as mining sites. However, people have long whispered that for fuck's sake, that magla crystals are dangerous to those who deal in them. Such statements are largely regarded as a hearsay because there was little evidence to support it. But recently, even the state army has grown more cautious with them as reported incidents are on the rise. Okay. Let's continue.
Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my comrades.
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
It's hard to explain. A world with only one tribe. A world with no magic. It's hard to explain.
Hard to explain.
Some kind of fantasy novel, you said. So it's describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself, but that's not like any book I've read. You know, when the late king took the throne, he was quite the idealist himself. He made grand claims about unifying the people under his rule. Never managed to do it in the end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
I apologize for him. Is it a fight you want? Don't worry, my friends will talk. I apologize for him.
See? Take a cue from your friend in the lesser tribe. Well, Clemar, I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
Good question. This is a Usant person. How the fuck can you wear armor with those long ears? Are like bendable? Doesn't it hurt? Does that make it uncomfortable?
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part, speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although, I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. And you are?
I'm Phantom.
That's my name.
I have that right? It's got a certain weight to it.
Does it now?
For what it's worth, my title doesn't mean much. Here and now, we're peers and equals.
I like him.
Skin of my teeth. Now, where was I? Right. As for you, fresh meat.
Someone, help!
Is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Listen. Stay on guard. It's too...
He's unconscious.
Not one of mine. Must be one of the fort's guard. Those damn vultures across the border. They must have heard about the king's death. Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll stay behind to see to the poor bastard's wounds.
You want us to go on ahead? Alone? Shouldn't we at least send a team back to ask for...
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause? The Guard has no place for cowards. You are part of His Majesty's Royal Army. Swallow your fear. Fight with pride. And we'll all have medals this time tomorrow.
Seems very fishy.
We're warriors. Up there is our first chance at glory and riches. Damned if I'm gonna waste it. Let's go.
Damn it. Well, I suppose this is what we signed up for. Onward to the fort then.
You're with me? You're with me.
Hey, I've got a bad feeling about this. It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air, and it's getting stronger.
Hey, did something happen? Wait, is that a... fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
She's with me.
She's with me.
Yes, and I have a name, by the way. It's Gallica.
So you travel together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Thanks.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me and you'll be all right. I swear I won't let you die. I'm with you.
Comrade, new ally, Stroll. Stroll, a brave fighter trying to conceal his nobility, has become your ally.
This is bad. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I just hope our contact in the fort's okay. Let's keep our guard up and hope we find out.